hands. Hello there.
Mr. Hamilton, sir.
Hello there,
Welcome
sir.
to Illinois
What
State
is
University.
that contraption? Oh,
Something you would not know anything about.
Goodness. Hello there. Well, there was a bunch of inebriated young women on my floor when I was walking out. And the look on their face, and the smiles that they had, and finally they came running over to me and asked who I was and talked to me and everything was fine.
I hope you educated them just a little bit.
I did.
Good.
Did you say you'd have multiple affairs?
I did.
When next we see him, we'll be in the debate or the news conference.
Reporters coming in. I'll have you cover. As near as we can tell, we don't think we're the reserved. No, we're behind it. Welcome to Milner Library. And for those standing in the back, we have more chairs coming for you in 8 minutes, so please be patient. We are very pleased to see this many people show up for our event. I would like to, first, I'm Tony Tucker. I work here at Milner Library. And I would like to welcome you to the exhibit, Alexander Hamilton, the Man Who Made Modern America. We are honored to be part of this traveling exhibit, which is funded through the National Endowment for the Humanities, the American Library Association, and the New York Historical Society. I would also like to thank the Friends of Milner Library. I'm in charge of the mics too, so wait a minute. Is that better? And the Friends of Milner Library who funded the speakers for this exhibit. So are there any Friends of Milner here? Will you raise your hands? Thank you. And I'd also like to introduce Cheryl Elsie, Dean of University Libraries, and thank her for allowing us to do programming like this for the community. Last Saturday, the Normal Public Library hosted the first program related to this exhibit called Tales of Hamilton by the Twin City Tale Spinners. On November 9th, the Bloomington Public Library will be hosting the PBS documentary, An American Experience, Alexander Hamilton. The Children's Discovery Museum is providing free floor programming on Hamilton on November 8th through the 22nd, and the McLean County Museum of History has a display of American currency until December 5th. You can pick up a brochure at the back when you leave detailing these events and when they'll be happening. We want to thank our community partners for helping us make this exhibit a success. If any of our community partners are here, could you raise your hands? I'm sure they're thinking of us. Now I would like to welcome our reporters. From TV 10, we have Andrew Barra. Andrew.
Stand up.
And from the Daily Vidette, we have Matthew. Thank you. From WGLT, we have Charlie Schlenker. From the Pantagraph, we have Roger Milner. And from WJBC, we have R.C. McBride. And you can see we have the best of the reporters here this evening. We would also like to give a special thanks to our moderator, Robert Bradley. Our special guest for the evening is known as the architect of American economy, first Secretary of the Treasury, founder of the U.S. Coast Guard, and George Washington's right-hand man. We're going to listen in on a press conference this evening, and I hope it is more interesting than the press conferences we've listened to in the last few weeks. Let's give a warm welcome to Alexander Hamilton.
Thank you. Hello, Milner Library. It is a pleasure to be here at Illinois State University. Thank you so much. Give yourself a big hand one more time. Yes, hello, sir. How are you? Looking lovely tonight.
Sorry.
As Tony said, the microphone's actually a little loud. As Tony said, what we're going to be doing is a press conference. This will be not the typical press conference because the speaker will, in fact, answer the questions, which you may not be used to. For those of you who may not know, and for those of you who did, you may be just gotten over the celebration of this, but we just celebrated 2 days ago the first publication of Federalist Paper #1. Alexander Hamilton, in fact, wrote that paper, and he talked about the great crisis that was coming before this nation, and that what was going to be done was going to affect the future of this country. Not too dissimilar to what you've been hearing lately in regard to the presidential race. So with that, we're going to have some questions, first of all, addressing the power of the presidency. The first question will be from Matt.
Mr. Hamilton, do you believe that we need a strong president in our system of government?
Matthew, energy in the executive is a leading character in the definition of good government. It is essential to the protection of the community against foreign attacks. It is not less essential to the steady administration of the laws, to the protection of property against so irregular and high-handed combinations, which sometimes interrupt the ordinary course of justice, to the security of liberty against the enterprises and assaults of ambition, of faction, and of anarchy. Every man, the least conversant in Roman story, knows how often the Republic was obliged to take refuge in the absolute power of a single man, under the formidable title of a dictator, as well against the intrigues of ambitious individuals who aspired to the tyranny and the seditions of whole classes of the community, whose conduct threatened the existence of all government, as well as the invasions of external enemies who menaced the conquest and destruction of Rome. Thank you, Matthew.